Hi, welcome to Padma, short for Public Access Digital Media Archive. This is an archive that's online. You can access it from wherever you are as long as you have good internet. And by good internet, we mean decent bandwidth to be streaming video. Padma is primarily a video archive. Today, just for the sake of demonstration, I'm actually showing you a video of the archive. But remember, you can go back home and view as much as you like on the archive itself. Padma is a video archive made up of densely annotated video footage. What exactly do we mean by annotation? I'm going to illustrate this with some excerpts from our growing archive on Odissi dance. Here you can see that the archive currently has about 2,939 videos. I will focus for now, for my demonstration, on its collection of dance videos, primarily Odissi. So if I scroll down here and look at a project called the Odissi Archive, let me get to it, MNO, here we are, 411 videos from various sources including Indian Performing Arts Promotions, Jhelam Paranspe, Srujan, and so on. You can see the kind of videos we have. These include extensive interviews, documentation of performances, and in some cases, pretty archival recording like home movies made in Tokyo of all places, where Guru Kerucharan Mahapatra and his senior-most disciple Kumkum Lal spent a year on tour. Now, I want to illustrate one of the most important features of any web platform, that is a search engine. So I'm going to search for something really particular in this Odissi archive, and that is the word Tarjani. Let's see what the archive throws up. It throws up 3 videos. One from Indian Performing Arts Promotion, dated 2003, and 2 from the old Kumkum Lal archive of footage from 1982. Let's see what the first search throws up. I'm in what's called the editor view. You can clearly see now the word I searched for is highlighted in yellow. But wait, something else is happening. This bit of text search is highlighting a tiny span of video, which if you see here is 3 minutes 21 to 3 minutes 43. Barely 21 seconds of video. I'm going to clear this so I can watch this video better. Let's see what happens. Here is an annotation that says, then with confidence, with the first finger, the Tarjani. This is not a polite gesture, and it's generally used for those who are subordinate to you. I'm going to mute the video for a second. As beautiful as the video is, I hope you noticed what happened. The annotations shifted as the next stanza of Kuruyadu Nandana Chandana Shishira started. What that means is, in our timeline, we had crossed that span where Tarjani was mentioned, and now we are on to the next paragraph and the next bit of annotations. In this case, the annotations are done by Kumkum Lal, who is looking back at one of Guruji's last performances in Washington, D.C. a month before he passed away in 2003. I leave you to read, but you can see we have things like places in the archive, which say Washington, D.C. It will also load on a map. We have keywords, in this case Abhinay, Ashtapadi Geet Govind, Guruji, Jayadev, Kelucharan Mahapatra, Krishna, Kuruyadu Nandana, Odissi, Radha. And if you pay attention to those annotations, they are quite beautiful in of themselves. Now I move to the player view. This allows you to enjoy the video better. And let's move to, say, another part of the annotations. If you see, I'm extending things. The website allows you to do that quite interestingly. Now I'm going to go back to the editor view to show you the possibilities of the archive, especially for research and pedagogical use. So it's a whole item, right? It's a long Ashtapadi being performed, but I can now quickly forward through the annotations to look for a part. Of course, I can use the search engine as well, but this is a good way to also look through the annotations. Now, say it is this exact paragraph that I want to send to you for a bit of reference. I merely click on this. It highlights that bit of annotation and that bit of video from say 11:49 to 14:49, a 3-minute video, and I merely paste this link. This link can be used for citation, it can be embedded in essays, and so on and so forth. Here is a timeline view of the entire performance. For those who know dance, it will be easy to spot a certain clip or a certain stanza or a certain gesture that one was looking for. So here, the famous part where Radha looks at him in her ring. So I spotted that, but I can move to the player now. Now I go back to videos and look carefully for the 119 videos that have been keyworded Kelucharan Mahapatra Gharana. What should we see? Let's see Madhavi Mutkar perform Dheere Samire. Dheere Samire Yamuna Tire Vasati Bane. So, what I just did is marked an I and an O, an in point and an out point on a very short span, perhaps just 8 seconds of a line. Pina Payodhara Parisara Mardala. That is 3 minutes 24 to 3 minutes 32. 3 gestures. I'm not going to do a nuanced description, but perhaps I can add to the transcription in a different way. What you see here is a transliteration and then an English translation. But the Sanskrit words have not been translated. So, that little line, which we can transliterate as this, Pina Payodhara, where Paya is liquid, usually milk, and Dhara is to hold. Parisara sphere, Mardala to crush. And I finish my annotation. Next line. I've marked a new in point and I will add my layer of translations. Chanchala, agitated, Kara. Now, again, it's an interpretative archive. If somebody can better what I'm doing on the fly here, then that person has to go in and contribute into the archive. And that's one of the specialties of the archives, that collectively one can build Rati Sukhasare Gatam Abhisare. I add another. Abhisare. So now if we want to watch back the annotations I've done, I can sit back and see it like this, or let's move to the player view. Now I began my annotation here. And similarly, I can add another line, Manohara, Madana Manohara, Vesha. So I've demonstrated to you how one can annotate and how one can view. And let's see an example of an essay. This is another way researchers can work with the archive. When they write texts, when they write research, they can actually be citing real documentation and video clips. So this is an essay now that serves as an introduction to Kumkum Lal's home movie archive. You can see as the text is being written, there are not just academic references, but there are also references and citations for video clips. So as you're reading, Chumban, that word we're not supposed to say, even in other translations, especially in Kerala. I hope you enjoyed. Do spend time online browsing Padma and think hard about what it would mean to archive and disseminate dance knowledge now.